Is everybody who's? Oh,
right.
okay.
I will start then. So sorry about that, a wee technical problem there. I shall start my wee blurb again. Welcome again to the Saviours DnD, our weekly 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons stream. Hope you are all doing well out there in internet land after our week's absence, but we're all raring to go once again with the adventures of our party, the Red Wolf Saviours. As ever, if you don't already do so, we'd be grateful for you to follow us here at twitch.tv/SavioursDnD. And you'll also find links to our Twitter and our YouTube where we post the VODs for these things as well. We'll read out any new followers, subscribers, and donations at the end of the stream. And as ever, we are super grateful for any support that we get. And as a wee bit back to you guys, we have a lovely sponsor, Libris Arcana. And if you're looking for some high-quality tabletop dice, use the code SAVIOURS at the checkout, and you'll get 25% discount from the first month of their monthly dice subscription. We use their dice. They are superb, and I thoroughly support that. So, without further ado, let us introduce the players. Terrorblades.
Yes.
Who are you and who do you play?
And what's your problem, dude?
What's your problem? Yeah, well, that's another list. I play Mara Clearwater, a human cleric of Joaquin, who, average height, dark blonde hair, likes trading because that's part of her religious background. And she has a dwarven defender who is a champion fighter called Garvin, who is pretty kick-ass. And he is very strong. And now the tier below him is a undead hand in strength. Yeah, I think that's everything.
Super duper. Mr. Jabberwocky?
Hello. I'm Jabberwocky. I called you here today because we need to talk about a problem that you've been having. Sorry, wrong script.
Yeah, sorry.
I play Scale. Scale does some stuff and punches really hard. There's something at my desk that I'm looking for, but I'll bring it out later. Their stats are 10 strength, 16 dexterity, 12 con, 11 intelligence, 18 wisdom, and 11 charisma.
Okay, should we have rabbled all our stats?
No, because they are visible on the stream. So it's fine.
Okay,
because we are on the stat view. Okay, Mr. Emeros,
I'm back.
A little bit of video camera problems today, but
he has his movie star headshot up, so it's fine.
Yes, he has his movie star headshot. So, disembodied voice, Emeros, please introduce yourself and your character.
Thank you. I will. I'm Emeros, and I play Cyric, the yuan-ti druid multiclass to warlock.
Super duper, and our resident snake man. And last but no means least, Dombro.
Aha, I'm Dombro, and I play Alton. He is a gnomish bard with a heart of gold. But whatever. He's mute, and he casts a spell and speaks through his pet white raven called Quill. He's a very interesting boy. He is from the Feywild, so he's kind of weird, but fun to play. And Jabber, I'll thank you not to go off script. You know, Squid works very hard on our lines. Hashtag scripted.
Yeah. Why would you script me saying these things?
Sorry, I had my script for tomorrow night.
Yeah,
on my desk, so
don't worry about it, man. It's good. He just scripts our lives in general off stream too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is proof that how cruel I am. So last time we were here was a very odd session for us, but it was probably one of the most fun that I've had in a long time.
It was insane.
Most of it's spent with Alton fishing for incredibly poisonous sea creatures to make deeply toxic, scary poisons, and Cyric searching about a partially eaten, rotten whale carcass to find some ambergris and some magical boots.
Yeah.
Would do again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hashtag time well spent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. But just as so Alton has been on the boat in the bay after they have met with this mysterious drow called Jarlaxle Banry. And Scale, Mara, Garvin, and Cyric were searching this sort of small rocky island. And just as they were going back to the boat to weigh anchor and be on their way, they were waylaid by a drow lady and a couple of cross-drow aberration fiend things that were very unpleasant. And Scale showed a mysterious trait of her weapon that nobody had seen before, and she managed to drown the drow woman and render her unconscious. And as we start today, the four of them are standing over the unconscious but stable body of this drow woman. The dead corpses of her fiend aberration things lying in this sea cave around them. I think Alton, if I remember rightly, did Dimension Door, so you're there as well now because you heard the combat. So
Message. Sending
The whole-
or whatever.
yeah, that's right. So the whole party is present. So you think that she's going to be unconscious for a while if left to her own devices, but you can probably slap her awake. But it means that in this moment in time, if you have any preparations or anything you want to do in advance of waking her up, you have free action. So, Redwall Saviours, what are you going to do with this enemy combatant?
Well, as someone who has never been to Redwall in her entire life, Scale
Yes.
has nothing to do.
Scale is just a paid lackey at this moment in time.
I think Alton would see the woman go down. He
Yeah.
would see an opportunity for sure, as they are en route to a bigger, probably a finer death, is probably the truth of it. So he is going to walk up to her.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to motion to Garvin, and Quill will sort of rustle out of his twiggy beard. And Quill will say, I think you should bind her. We need to find out more of what we can.
Aye, that's fine. I'll do that. And I think Garvin's got rope in his backpack, so he'll he gets a 19 plus whatever his strength
He did that
is.
double granny knot, you know. You're
Yeah,
not,
absolutely.
yeah.
So you
Garvin knows how
see,
to bind people.
yeah, absolutely. You've seen he's grown up in a
Seen.
mine. He's grown up in a mine, so he knows knots and things like that the way a sailor would. And I think Scale would probably be quite impressed with the knots that he is. Probably uncommon because they're not sailor type knots, but you can tell that he has restrained her particularly well with wrapping the rope around her and stuff like that. So you're quite confident that she is well. Because although she displayed magical powers, she didn't come across as being particularly strong.
Mm-hmm. So she is bound, and she's unconscious, essentially.
At this moment in time, it would be if the equivalent of one of you were put down to 0 and you've stabilized and you do the 1d4 to see how many hours before you wake up. She's in that state at the moment.
Yeah.
But if you want to rouse her, you'll be able to rouse her by sort of a gentle shake or slap around the face type thing. Smelling salts.
Alton will, in one motion, sort of tap her in the cheek and cast Friends.
Okay. What is the saving throw I need to do for
There is no
friends?
saving throw for Friends. I just get
is there not
advantage.
for friends? Okay. Oh, it gives you advantage on
Yeah.
charisma. All right,
Yeah,
that's fine.
should be good fun. Okay, so I'm trying to wake her in a casting friends.
Yep, that's fine.
A kind magical look becomes Alton's face.
Okay. You see her sort of groggily come to consciousness again, and
Wake up,
she looks
sleepyhead.
very, very sort of disorientated to begin with.
You've had quite the spill there. So, who are you?
Okay. Give me an Arcana check, Alton, before that answers.
He's in position. That is a 25.
Okay. You know that your friend's spell will not work against her because she is a hostile creature.
Ah, she's still hostile then? She's still fighting?
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean to be fighting, but because you have been fighting and she think that she's still hostile doesn't mean that they're actively fighting.
Okay.
But there's been enough hostility between your group and her group that friends will not work on her.
Okay.
She just sort of snarls at you, struggles with the ropes, and glares.
Is mass suggestion a charm?
Bear with me.
As Alton shakes. He sort of shakes off that magic as he knows it's not doing anything.
I mean, I think it probably is a charm, although it doesn't specifically say that in the spell, but I probably would deem it as.
So he know that would also be pointless.
Yes, with that Arcana check, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, he sort of, with all of his bullshit aside. Okay, I think it's probably time that you tell us your name and why you're here. Intimidate.
Okay.
I'll be intimidating her. I've got my dagger that's not been coated yet, but looks rusty, and you'd probably get tetanus off it or something.
Alton casts tetanus, yeah, no problem. Her jaw shut, and she can't speak. What did you roll?
13 plus a... What is this? We said intimidation. So it's a dirty 20.
Okay. And she sort of, you can see her eyes looking about, and as she's starting to come to her senses, she's sort of becoming aware of her situation. And well, I think you already know exactly what I was doing here, to try and put an end to you and your meddling in the mistress's plans.
How did you get here?
Magic, of course.
You've been sniffing those crystals again, haven't you? And Alton's eyes will squint.
Crystal cowboys.
Her just squints back.
Oh, she's powerful, this one.
She's good.
Yeah. Okay, so here is the situation. You will tell me your name.
Squid begins toiling through paper.
No. She's got a name. I'm just deciding whether she'll say it or not, but I think she will. She will go, well, I shall not lose anything by telling you my name is Tarmin Dariel.
Tarmin Dariel.
Tarmin Dariel.
Such a pretty name for one so ugly. A shame. You have been tracking us to what end?
To kill you.
By whose order?
Do you really need to ask these questions?
Do you need to keep breathing?
Not particularly.
You don't need to keep breathing?
You can tell that she's trying to bluff you, but it's not working. So,
She's tied up with a dwarf hanging over her head.
yeah, absolutely. Fine. I know you know the answers to these questions anyway, but Mistress of the Silken Woe.
How did you know we were here?
Really, do you not know of scrying?
Of course. Is this how? How you know?
I do not know. I had imagined that is how. I cannot cast a spell like that myself. I was merely told to go there.
No, you can't. Shame, right. You have failed in your mission. I imagine the mistress won't be best pleased with you.
Shrugs her shoulders.
And what of these beasts? How did you come by them?
That is a great blessing of Lady Lolth.
Ah, yes, the spider.
A long and dangerous ritual where we combine with demons and fiends. And these are the offspring that are created by that ritual.
Right. Alton sort of like, for the first time, cracks in a bit of disgust. I see.
So you can imagine I'm not best pleased if you have murdered my children.
Oh, we have. They're very dead. You will tell us what you want unless you want to join them. You could live to have many more children, maybe. That's how it works, isn't it, Mara?
I assume so. I don't know how it is, Drow.
Why would I begin to believe that you will let me go once I answer questions? You can understand that I probably do not believe that.
It really has no bearing whether you believe it or not. It's your only hope. What I can assure you is if you don't, you will die. I can assure you of that. And he sort of motions to Garvin, who's currently probably holding her binds, I imagine.
You've not really answered that.
It's almost like it's chess.
Yes.
The Drow to B4.
Cyric is... while Alton is doing this, Cyric is looking at him, really impressed, like, finally you're doing something really good. I approve of this.
I approve of this message.
Well, I do not know what is and isn't important to you, what you do and do not know, so ask your questions.
Alton, already sort of knowing that the gates, the guards have been shuttered somewhat. She's essentially, information is coming from her. We'll just sort of look over his shoulder towards Mara. Like, here's your witness.
Permission to treat the witness like
a exactly. I think Alton, like a cold case, just sort of no more, nothing further. But essentially he is
prosecution's witness, my lord.
The gnome rests.
Mara puts on a wig.
Yeah, well, he motions to Mara because he knows she's way better at the info stuff. So,
what answers to get? You were sent here via teleport. How laborious was the teleportation process for your faction?
It is not a spell I am aware of. I do not know how taxing it is on those that can cast it. It is beyond my...
What is the number... Wait. Wait.
What's the number for 911?
Yeah. Like, what's your mother's maiden name? No, shit, that was what I was thinking.
What's the name of your first pet?
Can I motion to Cyric and just sort of do like the Cyricort symbol? Just sort of a request for him to open up the line.
Oh yeah.
You scried on us. How much of our particulars did you observe?
as I explained to your smelly short friend, I did not scry on you.
Ah, right.
Alton looks
Somebody-
down.
Somebody sent you. About how many of your number exists within the your compound outside of Luskin?
Through Siracord, and Mara is open in this room. She might be muted, I'm not sure, but she can probably still hear us.
Mara puts in a music bot.
Alton will say, "Be sure to find the location of the overgold."
Yeah.
The whole compound at Luskin has
Where is he?
Where is she?
100, 200 members.
Insight. Where is he?
Oh, thank God you're the insight one. I can do the convincing, but I can't do the discerning.
Good cutback.
Yeah, exactly. We're a great team. We should use that more.
We're investigators. Let's see.
No.
No, let's not do that.
Let's not lift.
Let's see. Damn it. 16.
You think she's telling you the truth?
Right.
Do I? Can I try?
What did you get?
I didn't.
Anybody can roll it, because
I
that's,
didn't.
that's a witnessing, so anyone that wants to.
Total of 18.
Okay. Anyone else?
Sure. Eric's observing this as well, so.
Come on, those druidic roots. Those wisdom scores, we need them today.
18 as well.
Yeah, you all think she's telling you the truth. Troop movements is not exactly my role, but yes, between 1 and 200, depending on who's out on patrol and who's away doing other activities.
Where do you keep prisoners?
That is in the lowest level of the compound, the main keep, just behind the harbour. There's a cavern that then opens up into the bottom of the keep.
Insight?
Mhm.
Fucking damn it. 15.
That's a 3. A 3.
I rolled a 2.
You think she's telling you the truth?
Okay. Are there any traps through the throughout the area? Through the prison area?
There are no traps.
I know she's fucking lying,
Yeah,
but-
in Siricard, I'll say, there are traps.
No, but this is- yeah. Inside anyway.
Mhm.
24?
She's telling you the truth.
Damn.
Okay. Oh man, that
Damn.
means it's a greased wheel. That means they're really fucking powerful. Ah.
Mm.
So that means fine, you can come in. Ah.
Welcome to my home.
To my lair, said the spider to the fly.
Where in the compound does your the mistress, that's the word, the mistress. Where in the compound does the mistress usually reside? I'm rolling insight in advance.
She sort of stutters a wee bit and goes, do you mean where her quarters are, or where she would usually hold court?
Both.
Yeah, both.
She holds court on that same ground floor. There's a central chamber where it is an audience chamber. And her chambers are in the highest, in the top floor of the fort above.
Okay. I rolled for insight 30.
Yep, you believe her.
She's way too confident.
I mean, she knows that we're like a little pack of kids just trying to get in. We're gonna get stopped.
Yeah. I'm getting that feeling too.
Yeah. It's always gonna be, as soon as she leaves, I'm gonna think of 1,000 questions to ask.
Oh, she's not leaving.
As soon as she...
Oh no! I have an idea. what do you know about the god Lathander?
Not a great deal.
Okay,
Why
well
do
you'll
you
learn.
ask such a strange question?
Do you know what a Gaius spell is? Or a quest?
Gay-ass.
Let's say quest. It used to be called quest, so let's just fucking call it quest.
Jeez, is it not pronounced?
It's
I
an
always
old
call it-
Gaelic word, I think.
I call it like Gaius.
Yeah, me too.
Bear with me. Let me roll an Arcana
Big
check and see if she
Yeah,
knows.
the way it's spelt, it looks like Gaius.
Yeah.
I mean, go to Google and hit the microphone. It says Gesh.
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 Mm. It's Gaelic?
GE Yeah, it's Irish folklore. Come on, Ireland, man.
Ireland
The
man.
GE capital
Ireland man!
SH isn't how it's spelled. It's spelled GEISE.
G-E-A-S.
No, Gaius is GEAS.
Oh, that's still. I still would say Gaius.
It is yeah, that's what we all say, but it's pronounced Gesh.
All right, very well.
Weird. It was used a lot in the mid 1925, and then it kind of dipped off, and then around the 2000 mark, it came back again, probably because of some.
Probably because of something
D&D.
called Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, also,
I think I did that page on the Grand Realms wiki.
Code
It's-
Gaius.
I think I know what it's. I think I know how it's actually pronounced. It's Gosh.
Gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
So she
I'm going to
says
cast
yes.
gosh on her.
I understand the Geas spell.
Okay, girlfriend, when we get to town, I'm going to cast gosh on you.
Yes.
No, when I think that maybe penance in some way might help. So when we get into town, on the way there, I'm going to teach you about the teachings of Lathander. Ilmater, sorry, not Lathander, fucking Ilmater, that's what I mean. And I'm going to cast Gaius on you, and you're going to act in the good name of Ilmater.
And why do you think I would subject myself?
Well,
To
I was
this.
hoping that you might just do it, and if you don't, you'll die. I mean, it's up to you.
You do not understand who Lady Lolth is, and if I start following another god, then
You don't need to
Anything
follow
you-
that god. You'll just do
anything
good
you-
works.
anything you can do will pale into insignificance with the torture that Lady Lolth will play on me.
What was she
Fair
do?
enough.
Does she have anything magical on her?
You casting
Yeah.
detect magic? Yeah. Yes, she does. Bear with
I
me
did not write
again.
this.
I should rather say I'm not casting detect magic. I'm arcana-ing, so I can do a roll if you like.
Well, I think you may be forgetting I sort of said in previous ones that we were
No,
doing that
never mind.
too powerful. Because that's more about the knowledge behind magic when we do Arcana is about, rather than detecting magical things.
I thought it was used for magical traps and stuff. We probably were doing it wrong though, so it's not better.
No, well, I mean,
It's an intelligence-based thing is the problem, so it's based on a knowledge of, not just that thing's glowing.
Okay. All right.
yeah.
What if it's just stripper?
If we what?
Stripper. No.
Oh,
What was the last thing that you said? Sorry. I've lost my track now.
who did?
Well, that's what
Nothing.
I was wondering.
We're
I've
vetoing.
lost my track.
You wanted to
Yeah.
know about the magic. I thought you were casting, or are you not casting anything to detect the magic?
No, I'm not doing anything. No.
Okay.
I don't have detect magic.
Well then, I guess that'll be that then.
Mhm.
Because it's the same way with Mara. She can appraise items, but if she doesn't know they're magical, she can only appraise their value based on a non-magical equivalent. And
It's
then she, can
alright.
then she can reappraise it if she knows it's magical on top.
No, it's fine. Mara and her are still talking anyway about Gaish and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, that was what she was saying, is like anything you could do to her killing you does not scare her in comparison to betraying Lady Lolth.
Okay then. Then Mara's gonna go into Siricord. Anybody have any questions they might think of?
Sirix asked, do you actually have the overgold?
Do you actually have the overgold of Neverwinter?
What is the overgold? I'm not trying to be deceptive. I just don't know exactly that title.
The High Priest of Joaquin and Neverwinter?
That is something that we have.
Okay. Insight. Copy die. Everything insight.
Why don't we just go off your passive insight?
Yeah, your passive insight's real high.
Nah, it's passive is things that are hidden.
Got it.
28.
She's definitely telling you the truth, but there is something big that she is omitting. So it's not an outright lie, but there is definitely an omission there.
Other barbecues are available.
Mara will sort of come closer to her. Yet I feel like you're omitting something.
Alton will
You're
bring...
at death's door already. You might as well just speak the truth.
Alton will bring the copper dagger to her throat.
Okay. Either both of you make intimidate checks, or one of you do it with advantage.
I got this, I think, Mara.
Yeah, take the advantage then.
Yeah.
It's not Mara's forte.
Oh, that's good. That's a 26.
She got a 10. And you can see her eyes start to dart about sort of nervously, and, for all the bravado, it's quite obvious she doesn't want to lose her life, but she is very torn between anything you can do, anything her mistress will do, and anything Lolth will do, and she's sort of struggling to work out what is worse. So it's not I definitely don't want to help you, but it's like, but anyway, well, I'm not so very senior within the Silken Wool, although I am not a completely low level either. All I know is that we had him, may still have him, but we have, and I do not know more, but we have an interested party wishing to replace him. And we are going to facilitate that for a fee.
I think Alton will sort of go a bit closer. And I think the obvious question Mara is about to ask.
What obvious question?
To which she said, never mind.
It's obvious for Mara, but not for Terra.
No, yeah.
We'll say, who?
Oh, okay, yeah, that. I was first going to check if she spoke the truth, but then again, I've done that 14 times.
Nah, she's, at this moment, she's very, very intimidated. So, we can assume, I think.
I am unaware of their name.
Insight.
What are you aware of?
I am aware that they are paying us a fee to facilitate them replacing this person.
My crit and insight, can I tell
If
that's all she really knows? It's a total of...
I think she's trying to answer the question as fully as she can, but
okay.
I think what you do find is she's not truly maybe understanding the nature of the question, or she's answering something different that you're asking just due to a slight misunderstanding. So you may think that being more specific in your wording or changing the wording may potentially gain more.
Mara will relate this to Siricord.
Did you overhear anything with conversations involving said interested party? Where is said interested party located? Things like that.
Yes.
Descriptions.
I could not. Well, they are going to replace him, so they will look like him.
Ah, the old switcheroo.
But I do not know. They are probably on site or traveling to us. They are going to pay us a heavy fee for allowing this.
Mm.
And then we get to ransom them back to the temple, and we get more money whilst fulfilling our contract.
When was this switch supposed to occur?
That is not something I am aware.
Has it already occurred?
I do not know. Is your overgold back in your temple?
Well, you said yourself it wouldn't be the overgold who would return.
As far as you knew.
As far as you know. So you say.
As far as you know.
What the hell?
I don't understand.
What I am saying is it would be the overgold that went back as far as you know. It would just not be them.
No, I appreciate that. I'm just wondering if the switch has already occurred. That's what I'm trying to sort out here.
And I'm answering that I don't know, but asking you, are you aware that the overgold is returned? For if they have not, then the switch cannot have taken place.
What we're aware of is inconsequential right now. Looks to Garvin. What's Garvin doing?
Just sort of standing there behind her, making sure the ropes aren't being played with or unknotted secretly.
In Siricord, Alton will just say, "We cannot trust her if we let her go."
Mara answers, "No, yeah. We might as well just kill her and burn the body."
Yes.
Sirik gets a stiffy.
Alton will just say,
sorry, Anigo.
No, I was just going to say, Alton just says, "Very well." And he will look at her and he will say, "I do apologize. Just business."
Mara will look away.
Alton will kind of look away after he does it too, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've been out of the cave for a while now.
Scale's on the way home. Our ride's gone.
Shit.
So yeah, he will.
Okay. Yeah, body goes down.
Well, that gave us something.
Well, she was hard to trust. But
We could only trust her to do one thing, and that is at the first chance to travel back. What worries me more, and he'll just start rubbing his eyes and pacing as a quill will sort of just flutter around him as he does this back and forward. They can see us whenever they like.
yeah.
They know when we're going to breach. They know where we're going to be. They know how we're going to get there.
Presumably.
Do we have any way of concealing that?
If we can perhaps move the assault forward?
But all they have to do is simply scry. We do not know what they are using to scry. It could be as easy. It's a costly spell, as you well know.
Yeah.
So, unless they have something to focus it, and if they have something big enough to focus it, it could be as simple as, "Where are they? Where are they? Where are they?"
Yeah. We,
I'll search the body as well.
Okay. Whilst you search the body, you find she's wearing a particularly high quality set of studded leather armor. You find 3 scrolls.
Okay. which I don't probably recognize for a minute.
Not straight away. They are things that you would be able to do an Arcana check, because then it's our intelligence based to read them and see what they are. What else?
I'm adding the 12 lady scrolls.
Does this just out of what I'm looking at? Does this armor seem higher than like a +1 studded leather that I have?
I mean, again, you would have to either spend time like a short rest with it, or cast a identify spell. But you don't have to roll to see that it's very high quality.
Alton will adopt the armor as soon as he can. Just be like, I need that.
That's fine.
I keep getting it.
And you also find mixed coin totaling about 120 gold.
Mara.
Thank you.
I think I'll hold on to the scrolls until I know what they are, and then I'll divvy them out as I see fit, I guess.
There is also a whip, a cool whip, and a hand crossbow.
Oh.
But you've already got a hand crossbow that nobody's using, so...
Yeah, we do, but I can't remember where it is. We kept forgetting to use it.
I have a hand crossbow, but I have spells.
Yeah, same. Well, I don't have a hand crossbow, but I have spells. Alright. Right. Well, Alton will take the leather and the scrolls and pass the money in Mara's general vicinity. She usually does what she needs to do with it.
Right.
When it comes into range.
I have added the scrolls, and I'll add the studded leather armor. Let's see now.
Sorry, what are you adding them to if Alton's taking them?
I thought you gave them to me to put into like a holding. Oh
no.
Sorry.
The armor will stay with me.
All he has given you is the money. He's kept everything else.
I've given the money, and the hand crossbow and whatever is there for you to take.
If you want.
Yeah, I'm just taking armor and scrolls until I know what the scrolls are.
Is there anything particular about the hand crossbow, or is it just...
I mean, it looks... It's well made, but it doesn't look... There's nothing particularly... The one that you already have seems a lot more elaborate and better made. Seems functional enough, but it's nothing...
If she has a crossbow, she would also have bolts?
Yes, you can... There's a couple of pouches of bolts.
Does the bolts look normal? Is there any liquid on the bolts?
No, they just look normal bolts.
Damn it. Right, we'll leave the bolts. So, I put the gold in. That's pretty much it. Right. So then, Bolton, do you have a fire spell of some kind?
Give you a smile.
Yeah. Could you just incinerate the body?
Fireball!
Yeah, in a cave.
Garvin, could you bring her children to her? I want to make sure there's a family burial.
He
just nods and sort of drags them all together in a pile.
Yeah, what about the others? Do they have something on them?
They were just
naked
creatures. They didn't have any clothes or any items on them.
Barbarians.
Alton does not like
if any
by
of
the
you
way.
feels bloodthirsty and wants to take some sort of token, then I'm sure you'll be able to find a claw or a tooth or something, but they have no possessions.
A drow ear.
You might want to look away for this. And he will sort of... I guess they'll probably head towards the mouth of the cave.
Mm-hmm.
And as they're kind of nearing his range, he'll just... bloop, and a little orange light ball will sort of move across, slowly building into a meteor and fireball.
Fadoom! Yeah, they all burst into flames and are quite readily greedily burned up by the magical flames.
Ta-da!
You make your way back to the boat, I assume. By this time, I think it's late evening, so it may be that you decide to just stay the evening here before making way the next morning. When you, on a short rest, so this will happen beforehand. Alton, you have found out that your armor is studded leather armor +3.
Whoa.
Damn!
I thought you'd like that.
I do.
And the 3 scrolls you have are... Sorry, I closed my sheet. You have level 4 heat metal.
Oh, shit.
A scroll of cure mass wounds. Mass cure wounds, I should say.
Yeah.
And
I like cure mass wounds.
Cure
That
mass
sounds
wounds.
way
Yeah,
more
I like that.
powerful.
Yeah, absolutely. And a scroll level 6 insect plague. Similar to the one that she cast against you.
Yeah. Level 6.
Yes.
Oh, dude, we're dead. We're so dead. What was that?
Nothing.
Oh my god, okay.
It's a water alarm. Never mind. Music from the game Ruiner.
Cool. So, during the course of the short rest, Alton will have passed the mass cure over to Mara and explained. He doesn't need to explain. He'll just say it is. Do you do mass cure?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he will say it's like this one. You know.
Cure. Which level was it again?
You didn't say level.
I think it's just its ordinary level. So I think is it level 4?
Level
mass cure
7?
wounds?
9?
No, it's not.
I have it. Never mind.
I think it's level 4.
Then we'll say level 4 then. So
Cure.
He hands that over. I think he hands that over, but he's doing it as he's like.
It's a level 5 spell. Sorry.
Completely naked, getting into his new armor. This is for you, Miss Mara.
Thank you.
No, he
Thank
didn't
you,
say
Alton.
that. He said, Quill said, "This is for you, Miss Mara."
Thank you, Walton.
What do you think?
No,
He has the cuirass on and not the pants yet.
Yeah, wonderful. Right, and remember to put your pants on.
Huh? Oh, of course.
And being magical armor, it resizes and reshapes to Alton's body, which is different to the previous wearer.
Yeah, there's just a set of boobs that just go.
Yeah.
Or sort of reform, because I imagine Alton's got moobs.
Absolutely not.
Especially all the jam he eats.
Yeah.
He's actually pretty lithe.
Sugar
Pretty
moves.
He's kind of wiry. He's wild looking. He doesn't look like a normal gnome.
Have you gotten your blood sugar checked lately?
Have I got one? They do that
Take
in
your
this
vitamins.
land?
Early onset
it's
childhood
major-
diabetes.
Yeah, it's greater restoration to cure diabetes.
I mean, sometimes he does get like a numb foot, but like that's normal, right?
it's totally okay. It's gone black.
Take your vitamins, Alton. Here you go.
So, as you turn in for the evening, anyone want to have any conversations or anything before that happens? Or
Okay, so if Mara will try and gather everyone in the ship. So everyone, we will be going into the nest of Drow, and we can be pretty sure that there will be traps. We've not dealt with traps before. Or have we?
Yes, we have.
Have we? Okay, without just stepping on them.
Oh, well. Whatever, man.
Does anybody here have any experience with dealing with traps?
In
And Mara
what
will look at
sense?
Scale.
In what sense?
How to not trigger them. To sort of
Avoid them.
right,
I think,
and she's going to look to the rest of the
Matters
party.
meaning more like, can you disarm them?
Thank you, Garvin.
No, there are no. What? I don't go to trapped places.
Okay then.
Not many people trap the ocean.
It's just a gigantic glowing circle in the sea. Let's avoid that one.
Where's this tripwire come from? A log from out of the sky.
Whee!
Mental notes.
This-
Add
yeah.
magical mines to harbour.
I mean, that could work.
I mean, I could give it a shot. I mean, how difficult is it to disarm a trap? You find it, you trigger it while no one's on it, and then trap's disarmed.
Sure. I'm sure that it's as simple as that when dealing with the drow.
Well, I've never dealt with drow, so why are you giving me that type of attitude? Have you dealt with drow this often?
No.
Have you
But I
dealt with
don't-
traps by drow?
Well, we stepped on them.
So you already know how to disarm them.
In that sense, well, they were. Never mind. Does anybody know anybody that we can get help from? Well, I know. I'm asking this to the room, but I'm not really scale. You've been to Luskin before, correct?
Yes.
Do you think you know anybody there that could help us with issues of traps and locked doors?
I'm fairly certain the plan was to not enter the city and go directly to the compound.
No, he's going to
Because we're
take a few
going
days
to-
for him to fix
Right,
with his boat.
It's going to take us a few days to get there, which is why we wasted all this time on this island.
I thought we were supposed to go to Luskin for like a while.
No.
No, okay then. But do you know anybody else?
We're not going to set foot in Luskin.
Fair enough. But would you know
Also-
anybody there who could help us?
Oh. No, and no one that I'm going to invite to go.
Okay, fair enough.
I think at that, Garvin pipes up again and goes, "You do know that Jarlaxle, almost certainly every member of his crew, is a thief that will be able to pick locks and disarm traps.
We can hope.
That's kind of what they do."
I thought they were mercenaries.
I mean, Wave could probably pick a lock,
Yeah.
but I'm not
Just
pushing
use
him.
them as a meat shield.
Throw him onto it.
It's a well-known dwarven tactic, is just kill one of your enemies and throw it down a corridor in front of you, triggering anything.
Yeah,
Sort of my plan.
yeah. So then that's...
You tie a rope to it, throw it as far as you can, and then just pull it back to you, and it triggers anything in between you and where it landed. You move up, do the same again.
Dwarven trap fishing. Yeah.
It may be clunky. It's not exactly the most surgically precise thing ever, but it is functional and it does work.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a few options then to try and work against the traps when we discover them.
Aye.
Also, this might be one of the most dangerous things that we've done so far. So I wanted to ask also, in case this all goes to shit, and maybe some of us don't even make it out alive, is there anything that we would want sent somewhere to someone? Message, maybe? Some money? Nobody has any extended family anywhere that they might want to know that they've gone beyond?
What's being opened package-wise? Because I can barely hear terror.
Sorry. I was
It was
doing
terror
something.
It was you as well.
It was Tara opening
You're
it so
interrupting yourself.
nonchalantly
Just
in the middle.
don't do that when you're speaking.
Why, Squid? It's why? Why not?
Anyway,
I think Alton will just sort of say at some stage, you can send whatever money I have Back to Reese. I have no one else.
You don't want your father to know?
Well, send word to the Stag God.
Yeah. Okay.
And make sure that Dantares gets this. And he holds up his green amulet.
Okay.
I mean, the boys know that if I die, they get the boat, so...
I'm surprised they've no stabbed you in your sleep by now.
They taught me how to fish. They're really good.
They're very nice. It's also...
Oh! And Alton will take out the tetrodotoxin toxin that he got. He's like, huh? And he holds it up to scale like, your present's going to be cool real soon.
Mm-hmm.
Holds up the dagger and the thing. Dagger still got a little blood on it. He wipes it off.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck?
Oh.
That's what you were doing?
Yes. It will all make sense. Very soon.
Right. Well... Yeah. I'll await your final state.
Your final form.
Oh no, it's just a really, really ridiculously powerful poison I got from an octopus.
Got it.
I'm going to put it on the blade you gave me. Remember from the finder's fee?
Yes.
And, yeah. That's probably the first anyone else has heard of the finder's fee as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Fine.
And, well, and also they haven't stabbed me in the back because, well, they can't.
It's true. She's really, really good at fighting.
Yeah.
One other thing that I would say just now is, how are you going to know if you find the overgold, Miss Mara? If it's the real overgold or this imposter that we...
I can help with that.
What if we just punch him until he doesn't change?
Let's
If
not
he
punish a prisoner.
They did not say how he would be replaced.
Yeah. But we will...
I can't imagine a simple illusion would be sufficient.
Maybe...
Though maybe.
I
Dispel
think we'll
magic.
just know it when we see it.
Yeah. If we take him out of the hole...
Do you
I
know
can
things that
try-
only the Overgold would know, for instance?
I mean, I can talk to him about our last conversation. That
Maybe
some
if that's a memory, I don't know what they have at their...
Yeah.
You know, I
No,
don't know.
don't kill me. I'm the Overgold. No, don't kill me. I'm the Overgold.
Mara casts Guiding Bolt and misses anyway.
Damn it!
Damn it!
Hits the
You have
innocent
double
child in
advantage
between
on
the two of them.
wall behind.
Well, when the
If
only
we get
thing...
that far, we are already doing far better than I expect.
Yeah. And...
That is probably fair.
Yeah. Alton, you can dispel magic, correct?
Correct.
So
What if we just bring them both back and have two Overgold?
I mean...
No. There's enough conflict already. And
Also,
Maybe three
discussions.
Overgolds, technically.
Also,
And if
Scale,
you-
I have been freeing your
Three boats.
fish portions, so we don't actually have enough for a second Overgold. Sorry.
Well,
Why?
we will...
They tell me they want to go.
Yes, because we're going to eat them.
Well, yeah, I wasn't going to eat them.
Bet the fruit that you eat won't knock you there either.
Looks at his like little pocket of whatever he has left.
Just because you can't talk to them doesn't mean they don't think.
But I know how fruit works. I eat the seeds, I poop the seeds. The more trees happen, more fruit happens.
That's the same with fish.
Okay.
No,
so
fish don't have seeds.
How do you know?
They do?
fish don't grow on trees. So
They don't?
When we meet the Overgold, we will try and speak with him and see if we can gain any clarity.
You are the one who
We
knows
have
him,
some-
Mara. You should be able to get the clarity you need.
Yeah. However, I mean, we can't really predict what a spell would do that we don't even know or even if
We are
if it
talking.
even is a spell.
I think, on some level, if we have proven anything, it is that we are better when we don't exactly know what we're going to do, but have a bit of an idea. We are talking about a result that we may not get to when we don't know how we're going to get in.
Yeah.
Without being seen or noticed or...
I start steering.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
We start leaving.
Our big issue is that I haven't noticed the scry. I should have noticed the scry.
You would?
If there's magic.
Well, make an Arcana check.
There's like a drow face through the window.
Right, both
It's
of you.
it's real high. It's a natural 19, so that's plus 11.
Both of you.
So 30.
You know that it's easier for them if they know you personally, have met you personally, if they have an item of yours.
Has everyone got everything on them?
And it could. The one thing with that high is you know that it could even just be a drop of blood that's been spilt or left.
God, well, they've definitely got our blood.
On one of their weapons, a bit of hair and toenail clipping. Anything like that can be enough to make scrying against someone easier.
Maybe they can scry so that
But
we
so
can...
good that we wouldn't notice at all? I mean, it's obviously possible, but...
Yeah.
It depends on who's doing it to you, I guess. So they're probably super fucking powerful, so... Okay, well, I think Alton will take that from it. They probably exceed my power level by some number. Perhaps they are too great for us, Mara. I will still follow you there. We will still try.
Yeah.
But this is power that if I can't notice it, that's a lot.
Out of character, let's just say, occasionally with these things, I roll for you, so not to notify you when things are happening like that. So that's why you as a player has not noticed it, because I've done the rolls on the sly.
Dun, dun, dun!
But what Alton would know, again, with that is that it's a battle of wills. It's the willpower of the person casting the spell against the person that is being scryed. These sorts of personal items make it easier for the person casting. But if you lose that battle, you are completely unaware of someone.
I would also suspect that, anything you have a dedicated room for is more superior than anything that you would do, by hand.
Yeah. No, that's why he was talking about the focus earlier.
Yeah.
Big enough focus, it literally could be as simple as them just doing that.
Yeah, like you have.
Most commonly, you know that, like, if there's a temple or something, a font of holy or unholy water is quite often used as the focus for scrying.
Yeah, and either way, none of this changes the fact that Alton thinks they're way more powerful than him.
Yeah,
So
that's
what he's going with.
And I think Garvin will then point out, and we've already seen that drow fighter in action against Salir.
Yeah.
He was no mean fighter. Salir, that was something.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it got bad. And there were a lot of them hiding. I saw a lot of them, but there were still more of them.
It is hard to sneak up on an assassin.
Yeah. But to just finish off my other question. Alton, you had some requests to do when something would happen to you. Scale seems to just know that her boys will get the boat. I'm going to kill those boys.
Wait, did something happen in the Church of Joaquin?
No. God fucking damn it. Garvin and Sirik, anything for you?
Excuse me, I need to go help my my kids. So
Yeah.
Okay, no other.
Oh yeah,
Have a
fuck off.
child, Sirik?
Oh my god. Sirik's been pregnant this whole time.
shh. You what? You read my backstory?
Oh, that's why the god wants him to get a lair for them.
The boat's about to sink with the weight of eggs in the hold. I think Garvin just says, "You know how close I am to my brethren, but there is nobody particularly."
You wouldn't want maybe something, some money, maybe?
No, they have enough. I
Okay.
want the stories when we are successful.
Mm.
An ignominious death is not something to be celebrated.
Yeah. Right. I guess then I'll just add at the end that if I die, I would want this letter, and she pulls out a piece of paper that I've written, to go to my family. Yeah. And they are at the Clearwater Farm outside of Garrettstown in Baldur's Gate. Or outside of Baldur's Gate. You would probably find it pretty easily.
Alton would bow to that.
Yep. Garvin will nod his head as well. I take it you'll leave that on the boat in case anything happens and we're unable to retrieve it.
Yeah.
We might not be able to get back to the boat. You should keep it with you.
Yeah.
Well, I think Alton will know the boat shouldn't be at risk because you're going to go on to the eye catcher and then go on to a submarine. So
No, I know, but what Alton means is if they get completely routed in this place, he might have to do other things to get out of there, and it might not necessarily involve getting to the boat.
okay, that's fine.
Although, damn it! No, never mind.
You sure?
I just don't know how it would work.
What are
Damn you,
thinking?
Neverwinter! And you're hard to find circles. Oh man, I can't. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out there. I can't put a circle on the boat, can I?
Scale has suggested it before.
I know she suggested it, but I don't know if that's how it can work. If it's properly rooted, you know.
Let me read the spell.
Yeah.
Teleportation circle.
Yeah.
You can put it on a flying castle.
We don't have a flying castle.
No, but I mean,
Oh my god.
no, but I mean that's
Sorry,
a mobile thing.
I made myself laugh. I'm sorry. That's bad.
Yeah, don't do silly things like life. That's
Yeah, we should.
so immature.
Yeah, absolutely.
What would a flying castle
No,
cost?
they're magic.
No, but what Jabber's point is that it's still a fixed.
It's a moving object.
It's a moving object,
but it's a
there's
big object.
Fixed place between.
Yeah, my thing is
on
like this, a magic that powerful in my head, and this is why I'm doubting that it would work at all. Is that you imagine that sort of thing needs to properly root, sort of physically, almost down into like the surface of what it's on. I don't know, but
I've seen magic circles in houses that have wooden floors.
that don't move.
Fuck it, why not?
Okay.
I
Okay.
think the one thing to think about it is that a circle is an address onto like a magical interspaced location. It's an IP address, and you can just move the thing.
Yeah.
But I think what you know is that there will be that there would be a certain amount of burning into the timbers, but as long as you pick something on the deck that isn't structural, it should not have any effect on the boat. But you would have to convince Scale because that bit of the deck would have to always be kept completely free of anything.
Mm-hmm.
We buy sheets of metal or something.
Even fish.
Even fish. Because if you've ever seen the original Jeff Goldblum Fly, if there's anything left on the teleportation circle, I may choose for, you may turn into Brundlefly.
What is the? Well, you're mixing genres. What's the What's the name of the boat again? The Petrel.
The Storm Petrel.
Oh yeah.
Alden will have probably in the midst of all of this out of character talk would have been stroking his twiggy beard.
Far away look. Ivy.
Ivy. Yeah. So it's actually soft.
Lush,
soft.
Lush, shiny green variegated ivy.
Yeah. And every now and again he like takes a nut and just Quill's head will come out and take it. Scale.
Yes?
I have an idea. If we were to get trapped, or someone was to fall, or too many of us were to get routed, and we needed to get out quick.
Oh, okay. You continue?
Okay, so it just might be an easy way of getting out, even if we don't have to rush. That we don't have to fight all the time. And what it is a type of magic, which essentially what happens is I place down a magical circle of teleportation. You might have seen them in various inns and things in towns. Either way, but I would be placing it on your ship. So,
how long does it last?
Forever.
Until broken?
Until broken. Which is why it would have to be in a location where it wouldn't be broken.
I mean, boats are very breakable.
Boats are breakable. We just don't have any other choice. Unless we want to go to Luskan.
And even if we go there, then we would need to get a safe location there, buy a house or something.
Not necessarily. If they have a circle there, I can use that. And we don't need to make a circle.
Let's not go. I don't know who would have a circle that they'll let us
Let's
use.
put it this way.
Go ahead, Squid.
We're all forgetting something. Sorry, because we've actually gone around this wrong way. When you cast Teleportation Circle, you do one and it connects to a permanent one.
Yeah, but I have 2 scrolls.
Yes, but to create a permanent one, you have to cast it at the same location every day for a year.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
wait,
you're
you
forgetting.
told us we had the special scrolls that were the
gave,
365 castings.
You gave me a scroll specifically that's
right. That's fine.
said,
I had forgotten that. Apologies.
2 special teleportation spells that can create a circle in 1 hour, normally 1 year in brackets.
You gave us the rapid stamp circle.
Yeah.
Right, okay,
so
that's good. I had forgotten that. That is fine.
To be honest, it wouldn't have been where I'd put it if I had the choice, but like it's looking like maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
The other option is very much is if we can get into Luskan and if they have a circle there. Does any of us know Luskan?
Scale?
I mean, Scale,
not for magical circles.
Yeah, you know a lot about Luskan. It's basically Mos Eisley. It's a hive of scum and villainy.
Nice.
Yeah, there's not like a wizard. There's not like a wizard cadre that it's like
there
magic stuff.
There are a lot of magic users there, but it's all run by the captains. And it's all sort of basically rival thief guilds and stuff.
Yeah, it's not like something that we're gonna be able to walk them and be like, can we borrow your magic?
There's no like wizard's tower there or anything.
The Arcane Brotherhood.
Yes,
they're still there.
Yes, they are, but they are not friendly.
Come on, they're super friendly.
Well, here's the
They're
thing,
like villains.
Alton, I don't mind if you do that because, well, frankly, if I don't like it later, I can just get rid of it.
Alton realizing that it normally takes a year to set one of these is.
Do you know these scrolls are super expensive?
It says nothing, but
we could, outside of Luskan, instead of going into town, we might instead just go find a farm, buy maybe a space somewhere on a farm somewhere.
That we have to go into town to pay for.
Why would we have to go into the town to pay for it?
Buy a farm?
Hold on.
Not a farm. We'll buy a house on the farm. We'll buy a piece of land.
Hold on.
Hold up.
When did you get here, Mom?
How far away are we planning on anchoring down?
That's up to Jarlaxle.
Are there any isles or coastal areas that we would remain? We could basically dock up, move to the coast.
You would know, Scale. There's no islands or anything, but you would probably be able to find a rocky outcropping similar to the one where you met Jarlaxle. Maybe not quite as big, but something like that, where it would give a little bit of protection to the prevailing winds and seas.
We are on an island right now.
Yeah, but
Do we want to be this far away?
Yeah, if we put the teleporter here, and then
We want to be close to the boat.
yeah, the boat would be like 3 days away if we get teleported here.
Sure.
And I think what Jaraxel told you was like just over the horizon, so the ships couldn't be seen from there, but as close as physically they could be before being seen. Which you would know, Scale, would probably be, 20, 30 miles offshore or something like that.
I'll leave it to you. You're free to put it on the boat. I mean, as long as it doesn't break the boat. I mean, it's my only boat. But
It's probably too
I will let
risky.
you know. What? If like, say I were to get a bigger boat at some point, if we just cut the wood out of where the teleportation circle is and put that on the new boat, is that fine?
I honestly don't know.
Make an Arcana check.
Fine, like oak-made boat.
It's like when you open a bar and you
20.
take the bar counter from your old bar to your new bar.
Dirty 20, you know that there's a possibility, but there's a high chance that the spell would be broken in the process, but it's not impossible.
Alton sort of feels the weight of the scrolls in his pocket, and he's just like, hopefully, I don't think this time is... It needs to make more sense when we're putting it down. This feels wrong.
All right.
And I think... Woody, let me see. Natural 20 would.
Better.
I think Garvin at this point goes, you've got a little boat here. Could you put the teleportation circle here as a safety point to recall? On this, and he sort of gestures at the rocky island that's sort of looming as the dusk's coming down, and you can just see it sort of backlit by the last light of the sun going down behind it.
And we leave the little...
And I think Garvin says, by Scale's own admission, nobody comes here because it's not done, so maybe it would be a safe place to have it.
Okay.
If we spend a bit of time putting a little bit of resources in, some, medical equipment, some food, rations,
Secret base.
a little boat.
Secret base.
Yeah.
What is the name of this isle?
Well,
The
there is
Giant's Pinnacle.
The Giant's Pinnacle.
Pinnacle. Yeah.
well, there it is that cave that we were just in.
Yeah. It's
Maybe
defended.
there- Well, if they teleported there, maybe there already is a circle.
Well, we could look. Could we
We know
not?
that they use different means for their teleportation, though. That's why I mentioned to her about sniffing crystals. It's what they do.
Did we?
I tried, and it made me
I
sick.
did not figure that out.
It hurt my brain.
That's just
Yeah.
your crystal meth addiction.
I was going to see them all as like meth heads, all like strung out and shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to design one of them to be like characters out of Breaking Bad.
Cups
yeah.
draft.
But all joking aside, you were in that. You know that there was not a teleportation circle in that because it
Did
wasn't
we?
like a big, long, massive, deep cave.
I think the cave actually is not a terrible idea.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we are on this island.
Can I
We
take
can-
some?
Did we explore the entirety of the cave?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did. Okay, so if we're sort of doing the fast forward-y, sort of moving on to the next thing, will we say we spend the next... Someone gets in a boat with Alton. How far are we from there? Have we actually moved the boat? We've sailed
No.
on. Okay. So we're
you're a few, like 100 yards or something.
Yeah.
I think I said.
Alton just blinks over. Well, after it is agreed upon, and he will take these 2 scrolls, and he will start reciting them. And it's a pretty big spell, so I imagine I don't know what it's going to do to him. So,
do you think there's a risk of stress? Right.
There's
okay.
100%.
Right. First of all, actually, let's have our break and find out what happens after a break.
Yeah, okay. So we should be back. Find out. Yeah, we should be back in 5 or 10 minutes, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. And yeah, bye.